What's the coolest thing you ever got for free?
So I was at a Comic-Con and I was passing by this leatherworks stall. I think I was 12 to 13 at the time, and this guy that worked there came up to me and asked if I wanted a leather bracelet. I declined, saying I didn't have money to buy it, but he insisted it was fine. He made this badass looking bracelet in front of me with my name on it and handed it to me, and I was so happy with it. I still have it to this day and I hang it on my bed corner post. A car when I really needed one. Good friends were moving, didn't want to, couldn't bring their car. We talked about them selling it to me and doing a payment plan, but they ended up just gifting it to me. Was huge for me at the time.
Diamond earrings. When I was young, we took a family vacation. The only one we ever took. We saved up for years for this cruise. We were somewhere in Alaska, got off the boat to see a town, and these people were handing out flyers for real diamond earrings. I grabbed one and showed Mom because, wow, free diamond earrings. We were gonna be rich. My mom smiled at me and told me it was a scam. They definitely weren't free, but I was adamant. I mean, people can't just do that, they can't just lie about something like that. Neither of us was backing down, so I made her a bet. I said, if they really give me the earrings, you have to let me get my ears pierced. I'd been asking for it for years and she had always said I wasn't old enough. She agreed. We were walking in that direction anyway. So, we walked into the store, me proudly clutching my flyer, my mom shaking her head at me. And guess what happened? They gave me the earrings. We didn't even have to buy anything. They just handed them to me. My mom was speechless. I was vindicated. Were they actually made of diamond? Probably not. But I didn't care. I got the earrings and that was all that mattered. We got back home and she took me to get my ears pierced. My mom is a lady of her word. But she did look like she'd on a lemon the whole time. Love you, Mo Monsieur. Less than 3. Front row Michael Jackson concert tickets for the Bad Tour. Still the best live show I've ever seen.
Free smoked salmon at the Pike Place Market in Seattle. My wife and I were on a super low-budget trip and had bought a French loaf to share for lunch. We were watching the fishmongers toss around 30-pound salmon when I eyed the display case of smoked fish. One of the guys saw me looking and asked for a piece of our bread. I felt really torn about giving him some when it was all we had to eat. He completely blew my mind when he opened the case, took out a huge handful of salmon and stuffed it into the bread and handed it to me. I almost cried from gratitude for his unexpected generosity. Still think about it over 20 years later. A hug. Want one?
My graduate school education. It's such a high-demand field that no one knows to go into that. The state straight up paid for my master's with a concentration.
I once camped out at an industrial warehouse sale, skateboard shop, and when they saw my tent in the morning they let me in early and gave me hundreds of dollars worth of shirts, shoes, hoodies, and skateboard decks. That was pretty cool. Edit. This really happened. This used to be an annual sale that people came to for good deals on surplus clothes and skateboard equipment at their distribution warehouse. They were genuinely impressed that I had camped out in the back of the building all night, so they gave me a bunch of free stuff. Literally hundreds of dollars worth of gear. It was crazy. I got free box seats at a Sara Bareilles concert. Right as we were considering leaving BC, we were exhausted to the point of Sitting down outside the hall BC, we had an hour-plus drive ahead of us. Guy walks up, asks if we'd like to sit in the box, and us up. It was amazing.
Insulated. The roof of my 50 by 50 feet shop with eye insulation from a job site the foreman told me to get rid of.
Very expensive sunglasses. I work at a hotel, and many years ago there was this contest staying with us. They had many prizes they gave out to their competitors, but I guess they had too many leftovers. The coordinator of the event came to me at the front desk, told me they had too many extra prizes, and that I could have anything I wanted. Just pick something. I really don't remember all that was in there. A lot of stuff that I wasn't interested in. But there was also a nice pair of sunglasses. But I didn't realize at the time how nice. So I picked those and thanked the guy. I started looking at these sunglasses later, and I realized these were a lot nicer than I realized. So I looked them up. This surf competition just gave me an over $100 pair of sunglasses. I have them to this day, and I take very good care of them, monsieur. They are great, too, and I love them, monsieur. A free official Mickey Mouse sketch, a lesson in drawing and a renewed sense of self-worth. The first time I visited the US, I went to Disneyland with 2 friends. I had just entered design school and was really interested in quick sketching. While we were in downtown Disney, we walked past the art store where there was an official artist drawing animation keyframes for sale. I didn't have money to buy any of those, but he quickly noticed my interest and we began a long conversation about college, sketching and pulse training for clean, fast drawing. Not only was his advice tremendously valuable and empowering at a time where I was still unsure about switching majors. I was in English Lit before that. He also showed me the best technique for drawing Mickey in my sketchbook for free. I still have it in my room, and every time I see it I get the biggest smile on my face. It's awesome. Less than or href equals https://I Imager.com L1XFVFJ JPEG greater than this New Belgium beer bicycle less than or greater than. The liquor store near my college was having a free raffle for it, and my girlfriend and I put our names in the box and won. We ended up selling it because we needed the money more at the time. But that was probably for the best, since then we didn't have to have the awkward "who gets the bike" conversation when we broke up.
A computer. My grandparents had a computer they didn't need, and knew I wanted one, so they gave it to me. Not a birthday, Christmas present, just a random day. Though the screen was broken, and has a battery life, so it's always plugged in. It also takes a minute to load Google, and can barely run anything in 3D. In the end, it's a really bad computer, but better than nothing. This may not be the coolest, but a friend worked for Jean-Georges, one of the most famous chefs in the world, who has multiple Michelin starred in NYC, and said she got a 50% discount, so asked me if I wanted her to take me to one of his for my birthday, and I said hell yes, but that we'd split the bill. She asked which one, and I said his namesake place, the really fucking expensive one. We had a couple of cocktails, the full tasting menu, with wine pairings including dessert, then some birthday cake, coffee, then a couple of top-shelf whiskeys, and when the bill came, it was $1 because he happened to be in the kitchen and heard she was there and it was my birthday. TLDR, we'd run up a $1,200 tab and Jean-Georges bought me dinner on my birthday. I'd ordered a 12-inch xenomorph figurine from Alien through a company out of Texas. They accidentally sent the wrong item, same Alien, different kit. I sent them feedback saying, it's the wrong one. But this is what I collect, so I'll gladly pay for it. Quote, they reply, no, our mistake. You keep that one on the house. So I ended up getting 2 for the price of 1.